Happy Sunday, you lovely people. I have a pop-tastic Jaden show in store for you today. I'm going all the way to Los Angeles, California, to meet Australian singer Ralphie. She is not only bloody lovely, but that girl can move and she can bust out a song as well. You are going to absolutely love hearing from her in not so long a time. In fact, after we have seen this performance of Ralphie. This is called Can't Sleep. This is Ralphie. Well, I don't know about you, but I know I'm super excited to meet this week's special guest, the amazing Ralphie, everybody. Ralphie, welcome to the Jaden Show. How are you? Lovely.
I'm good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Thank you. My God, you're fierce, Senorita Bonita. You're like really cooking. I'm loving your stuff.
Oh, thank you so
much.
Loads
of different flavors in there, but I want you to tell me, like, I want for young lady Ralphie, how did it all start? How did this? Because obviously you don't have an LA accent.
No, I'm from Australia.
What part?
I'm from Melbourne, the best part.
Okay.
Well, you know, that's my opinion. But yeah, I'm from a little small country town. It's called Monitor Peninsula. And yeah, I started apparently I went to my mom at the age of 3 and asked her to do ballet classes. And she has no idea where I even got the idea from or how, because no one in my family is a performer or does anything like this. Like my brothers are all into sports, and mom and dad, like they love music, but they're not, you know. So, and then I started dancing since I was 3.
Wow.
And kind of pretty much haven't stopped performing ever since then. Things sort of just led one. I did want to be a ballerina at one stage, and then I realized that I did not have the body type or the flexibility. You know, ballerinas, it's just such a niche thing. So then I kind of moved on to musical theater land. And then it wasn't until like even after high school that I started really, I think I look back now and I used to write like poems and things like that, like in primary school and in high school, and oh God, which I suppose is kind of like writing music, but it wasn't until, it wasn't until later on I started doing some singing lessons with a teacher, and he played guitar, and he was like, "Oh, you should just start working on your own songs, you know, instead of just doing covers all the time." And that's pretty much how I started doing like my own stuff. And we haven't looked back ever since.
Wow. Thanks. So a little bit of a jump from Melbourne, Australia to Los Angeles.
Yes.
How did that happen?
Just a little jump. It's a crazy story, but on a short form, a girl that I was working with who was a friend in Australia, we were writing together and doing music, and she was moving to LA, and I was going to either move to LA or America. I didn't really know if it was going to be LA yet, but like America or the UK to do music was the plan.
Okay.
And because she was there and I was working with her, I came over here and fell in love with America, which is crazy. I fell in love with New York and LA. And and then while I was over here now is my husband, but we met at the time, and then that was a whole thing. And anyway, ended up in LA. So I've been here for almost 13 years, which is crazy. Yeah.
And no regrets?
No, I mean, I miss my family and my friends like crazy. You know, I just wish it was a little bit closer so it was a bit easier to go home. Mm-hmm. But apart from that, I love LA. Like, it's a really cool vibe over here. Yeah, there's always something going on.
Your music is kind of going really, really well. Were you becoming Ralphie in Australia before you left? Or
that was
like the manifestation of the whole of the Australia and US put together?
Yeah, I just started doing like the Ralphie kind of pop life. Before that, I was doing more acoustic stuff, and I was like, you know, and then that girl that I was writing with, she is a pop writer, and we did a song. Well, actually, it was her song called Satisfied, and I loved it. And she's like, "You would sound so good singing this song." And they flew me to Sydney and surprised me that we were like recording in Sony, Australia. And I was like, "Wait, what? What is happening?" And then my best friend, one of my best friends who's now passed away, I was sitting with him, and I was like, "I need a different name. Like, I can't be Rachel Murphy. Like, how boring. I'm going to be a pop star. Like, I need a one name." And then we were throwing around ideas, and he actually mashed my name together. And that's how we came up with Ralphie. And then it was about 6 months after that is when, 6 months to a year or so after I started being Ralphie, I moved to the US. And then it was all like gung ho after that. Then it was like, no, yeah, this is my name. This is it. Yeah.
That's amazing. So, I mean, obviously dancing was your love when you were younger. And then kind of, you're still, I mean, I've seen some of your videos, and obviously dancing is still as important now, but not so much ballet, I feel.
No, definitely not ballet. And yeah, I would not, because I grew up doing dancing and I know what it takes to be a professional dancer and how good they are. So I would definitely not call myself a dancer anymore, but I can throw out some moves.
But
Still.
darling, I can't even touch my toes, you understand? Not unless there's a nice steak dinner at the end of it. But I've seen some of those moves, and that is obviously some of your. Thank God you were doing ballet when you were younger, because I would have got into that position and never got out again.
Yeah, it definitely, everything, I feel like when people say everything happens for a reason, or you do things and it all kind of leads to why you're doing what you're doing. And I think especially even like musical theater, because that's like singing and dancing. And I was actually talking to some of my friends the other night, and they were like, it's just so hard to sing and dance. And I'm like, I actually don't find that hard at all. Like, it actually is sometimes easier for me if I have choreography to it, or like a move, because it helps me remember the lyrics.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's just ingrained in me. I find it harder to stand still. So that's what I have to practice on stage sometimes. It's like, you don't need to be moving around every 2 seconds. It's nice just to stand still and breathe and have those moments. But that's like when people like, I can't play guitar or an instrument. People that I think that can sing. I tried in the pandemic again to play the guitar. I tried many years ago, and then I'd sort of start to get the guitar. But as soon as I started to sing or even talk, I was like, how do these people do this?
I'm quite impressed that you even got that far. I started like, I used to do like a couple of cafes in the morning, and where I live is very like seasonal, so it's been very quiet. So sometimes if no one turned up, I would just use it as a time for, like a rehearsal of all my new songs.
Yeah.
So I thought, my friend gave me a tambourine, so I was kind of just doing my tambourine, because I play it on my leg when I'm doing some up tempo stuff. And then the minute I start, I can't like tap on the tambourine and sing.
It's so crazy, right?
Yeah, I just have to do this.
It all just like stops.
I can sing and do that, but I can't do anything. I'd be buggered if I was trying to do the bongos or something. Like, really, I'd have no chance. Very dyspraxic in my old age. Amazing. Yeah, I couldn't do that. So So, who were your influences? So, your ballet dancing, obviously, that's kind of a little bit more classical orientated, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Were you listening to that kind of music, or were you like?
I did listen to classical music a lot. Like I remember mum and dad like had this like classical like CD, like like pack of 8 or something, and it was more. I just loved. Even like they would be working all the time, and it would just sort of be me and my friends, or me and my younger brother, poor thing. And I just wanted to do shows all the time. So it would either be bossing everyone else around and making up the concerts, or it would either be to ballet or classical music. Or my dad and mum, obviously they love all the classics, like the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, the Beach Boys, David Bowie, like just so many amazing artists that I got to grow up listening to, because like I said, my dad's always got music playing. And then my older brothers loved like AC/DC and like real rock kind of music. And I love like Madonna and Prince and Gaga, and I don't know, just like the true pop icons. I love. And so it's sort of like a little mash. And I think that comes through my music like a little bit, because like I just love so many different
there are
genres.
So many flavors in your stuff. So many flavors.
Yeah.
Like,
I love that. Yeah.
But it's nice. It's almost like taking, Ralphie is Ralphie, but it's almost, you've got, it's like almost having like a really beautiful tomato soup, but you think, oh, do you know what? I'll just add a little bit of paprika and a little bit of lemon and you're taking like just some of the most amazing bits of all I guess that's what we all do as artists, right? We become a little bit.
Yeah. You take your favorite like sounds or like bits, and you're like, oh, I'd love to do that in my music, or how do I, with obviously trying to create your own sound, or Yeah.
Who do you listen? Like now you're a pop diva. Let's face it. When you're having your downtime and your chill out and you've got stage and you think, oh my God, I don't have like another show for at least another 3 days, but I really want to listen to music. Do you go back into the classical stuff when you were younger? Do you go back into like pop music, or
I kind of No, I mean, I will go to like little fads. I'm a very like fad listener of like, or like trying like, so my favorite band right now, and they've been my favorite band for a year, is Muna, and I am obsessed with them. Um, I just think they're such great songwriters. Like they're a three girl band piece, but they're definitely like a pop rock style. But I just love their lyrics. Like, I just think they got those really clever, angsty kind of lyrics that everyone can relate to. And I love it. For me, I love kind of listening to sad music, even though that's not what I really do at all. My music's all pretty positive and fun and upbeat, but I kind of listen to the opposite on my downtime. Or Fleetwood Mac, like I just can't stop listening to them. Like and last year or the year before was Harry Styles. I love that. I love his last album. That was one of my favorites. It was just like,
On repeat.
am I listening to this again? Like, but I just like, if I like something, I don't know, I can't help it. It's just like, yeah.
That's
Goes
amazing.
on repeat and it doesn't get off.
That's pretty cool. So what is happening at the moment for Ralphie? What's going on at the moment?
Okay, so we just had a huge show 2 nights ago. The place it's called the Peppermint Club, and this has been one of my dreams to perform here. I think I've been wanting to play here for about 5 years, like in LA, and finally got to perform on their beautiful stage, and it was just so good. Like, it was just such a great show, and I had the dancers back. I haven't done a show with my dancers and a band in a long time, actually. Like, it's either sort of been one or the other.
Yeah.
So it was so cool, like having like a full show. So that was that, and it was awesome, but it just is a lot of work and coordinating and everything. So it's like I'm sort of breathing, but then I'm sort of not, because then I've got a single coming out as well in about a week and a half. So it's like, oh yeah, now my brain's got to switch out of that mode and get into Disco Sally mode. So yeah.
That's what happens when you're successful, sister.
It just doesn't end.
Amazing. Bloody amazing. What would you say has been your highlight of your career so far?
I mean, doing the Peppermint was it really was, not just because it happened, but it really was such a dream to perform there. Also, actually, this year as well, I also got to perform at the Echoplex, which is another huge like venue in LA that since I moved here, I wanted to perform there. So like this year, I feel like, yeah, I've been so lucky to perform at some of these places, because performing is my favorite thing to do in the whole entire world. Like, so, yeah, that's my favorite part of all of the craziness that goes on doing music is the live shows.
Sweet. So doing those two events have been kind of like the pinnacle so far.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So now we've conquered the places that were your dreams to play. What does the future hold for Ralphie?
Well, I mean, I would love to do some big festivals, or come to Europe and do some shows would be on my other like hit list. I would love to do that. So maybe I've got a few friends now in the UK that are musicians and they're like, we can help you get shows here or here. So it's just, yeah, trying to work it all out. And but I would love to do that and play at festivals.
Have you got any new music
I would love
planned?
to do. Yeah, so Disco Sally's coming out on the 1st of November, so not very far.
Yeah.
I'm kind of obsessed with the song. I love the song. It's more I'm obsessed with the person I wrote the song about. Okay. And her name is Disco Sally. And and she was this amazing lady back in the 70s. She was a retired Jewish lawyer, and late 70s, just after her husband passed away, she kind of got this new lease of life and was just like, stuff this, just because I'm in my 70s doesn't mean I don't want to go out and like, you know, go out. She's like, I never used to go out dancing. Me and my husband never went out dancing. We did other things and this, but she's like, and she discovered Studio 54
Wow.
and literally got in. She said she was in the line for like 3 or 4 hours the first time. She ends up meeting the owner of Studio 54. He comes up, well, he's the one who actually let her in, and then came up to her later and was like, anytime you want to come in, you are welcome. And she literally went there every single night, I think almost until the day she died.
Wow.
And she's just this cute little dynamite lady that I just like, I love everything about you, and I'm writing a song about you. So that's what the next song is about. So
I hope wherever she is, in whatever plane of existence she's on now, that she's kind of feeling that vibe.
I hope so, because she definitely, she deserves it. Like, I was just like, what an amazing lady. Like, just more people need to be like her and just living their best lives and not worrying about like, oh, now I'm too old to do this. Or, oh my God, I mean, the world is, I can't even. It's just, it is crazy. Yeah. It's horribly sad right now.
Yeah. Bless her. Now we all need to be following partying like it's 1999 again.
Yes, exactly. And being kind, and she was such a kind person and had no judgment on people, and that's what I loved about her spirit and her energy as well, you know. So
I'm sure she's got a few contacts. She couldn't have left this mortal coil without any link.
Right?
So I'm sure
I know.
That Ralphie's just written a song about you, darling. I'm sure it's going to be.
I know. I hope so. So yeah, obviously, we're going to be tagging her name and doing that. And I was even like, maybe I need to reach out to the people at Studio 54. I mean, it's not there anymore, but I know, like,
and I'm sure she'll be
obsessed with that place. Absolutely. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Our result, and what a story about a track. I think that's got to be my favorite one so far. So UK travel. Would you go back to Australia?
I mean, I am planning on going back to Australia for Christmas.
But to see family, or to go and then
see family?
Ralphie?
No, not really to do Ralphie stuff. I don't know. Me and Australia, we have a funny relationship music-wise. Like, now as well, like some of my friends are like, you should move back home or do this. And I'm just like, where would I perform there? Like, it's just such a Australia, unless you're like so huge, but when you're in that kind of like middle, like indie artist, like I just don't think, especially doing pop music, it's just, there's not that many places to perform or do. And to be honest, I suppose I just get a little bit mad because I'm like, come on, Australia, like, come on, I'm yours, but you guys are, so I don't know. I just go home to go hang out with my family, and it's just so hard because like, my stage show stuff, like there's a lot of costumes involved, there's like extra people, so to try and do all of that and organize that, as well as then trying to spend time with my family, it's a lot. It would almost have to be like a proper separate trip and stuff.
But sometimes it's nice just to go and disconnect completely.
Oh yeah,
and go back to home comforts and roots. But it's quite interesting. A lot of the most famous people in other became, I can't think of how to say this. A lot of people became more famous outside of their country. So
it's weird.
I kind of knew Olivia Newton-John back in the day, and kind of she was just saying that, you know, Australia really embraced her. Even though she was British, Britain really didn't embrace her as much as anywhere else. So she went on, made it big in the States, and the link between, and she didn't overly enjoy going back to the UK. That's why she didn't do it for so many years, because even Tina Turner was the opposite. America never really embraced Tina Turner when her and the Ike thing finished, but the UK really embraced Tina Turner. So it's just, sometimes you have to go away to become who you really are in order to be accepted where you belong. It's ridiculous.
It is so weird, but I don't know what it is. Like, I mean, we do say in Australia, you know, we do have the tall poppy syndrome thing, and I do think I mean, I will even admit to being like that. Like, I remember, like, I mean, now Kylie Minogue is one of my favorite artists, and I am obsessed with Padam and that
Oh,
whole new
amazing.
album.
Yeah,
I
Tangerine
mean,
is amazing.
it's
Yeah.
so good. And even before that, like, I've been a huge fan of her for years. But when I was like younger, I used to be like weird about her and be like, oh, she's not even that good. And it's just like, yes, she is. I'm just being jealous because she's doing exactly what I want to be doing. And
Yeah.
instead of being like, oh, I love her. Like,
But
we
no,
do that a lot in Australia. Like,
I've got
it's
to
a
be honest. I
weird
don't think.
thing.
I mean, I've been looking at some of us. You know, like when when I was in my teens and like Je ne sais pas pourquoi and I should be so lucky and all that was coming out. And actually, it was good pop, but she wasn't a great artist. She was a beautiful, pretty girl.
Back then, yeah.
She's
It
just
wasn't that.
evolved and evolved. I mean, she is
Yes.
a legend now. I mean, that girl has
Oh my God.
her craft and some. You know, but she wasn't that great in the beginning. And I think in England as well, there were so many. It was a Stockaken and Waterman time, so there were so many people releasing the same. I mean, I was a big Neighbours fan, so Kylie already had.
I mean, that's how she got her, her kind of break as well, because
I actually preferred Danny
Neighbours was so
at that
big.
particular point.
I know, Danny. I know.
You know,
yeah,
because Kylie weren't quite as good for me as Danny was kind of rocking it a little bit. She was a little bit darker.
Yes.
A little bit twee.
Yes.
Kylie's akin to Madonna.
I mean, she's an icon. Yeah.
You know, and still apparently really super sweet and down to earth as well, which makes it even worse.
I know. That's what I just love. Like, I follow her and I'm like, oh, she just seems so nice.
I want a cup of tea with you.
Yeah. Can we go hang out, Kylie? Yeah.
Kylie, if you're watching, I'm going to tag you in this, please. If you're in Mexico, I'm here for tacos. And if you're in LA, look, that lovely Australian lass. See?
Oh, yeah, I can open for you, Kylie. I'm ready.
See? Bloody
now, that would be the dream, opening for Kylie Minogue.
Maybe you just done it. Maybe because it just came straight after that. What's your plan for the future?
Yeah, that's it. Just a cute little opener for Kylie Minogue. I mean,
cute little opener rubbish. Duets with sister. Same bill as.
Yes, please.
Bloody lovely. So new music. I'm quite excited. We've got the new single. Any plans? Are you going to release that single, or are you doing an EP?
I think I am. I always say I'm thinking about doing an EP, and then I lie, and it's just like I feel like it's just easier to release a single. So many things being an independent artist, like because I was actually, another thing happens this year that all the ups and downs. 1974 was meant to come out. This song is I think one of my favorite songs, but I've been singing it live for years, and I finally recorded it, got it done, and it was all meant to come out this year. And then it was meant to go through a record label, and then everything fell apart like last minute. So then it was like, oh my goodness, and then at the same time I was working on Disco Sally, and then I was like, what do we do now? And then I was like, you know what? 74 is just going to get pushed back again. I go, it's 2024 next year. So 1974 has a nice ring to it. So that single. She's all ready to go. So that will come out next year. After after Disco Sally. And I feel like I actually sang them back to back on the show. And I'm like, they definitely
as well, yeah.
Yeah, they've got like a nice kind of vibe together. So, and then I don't know, I've got some other songs that I've been like half written in my head on what I want to do, and there's always so many ideas, but I haven't. At least I'm excited that I've got 74 like ready to come out very early in the new year. Yeah.
Do you play any instruments?
I don't. Unfortunately, no. Absolutely terrible.
You just. I mean, because I don't either, but I come up with bridges and choruses and everything, and musicians to translate my recordings. Is that
I kind of yes, I used to. It's changed. It's really weird. I used to just write and just record the idea so I could remember like how I sang them, and then I would sing them either to the guitarist or to the producer, and then we'd go from there. Mm-hmm. And then actually when I moved here, everyone was just sending you beats. So then I had to start learning how to write to a beat that was already done. And first of all, that was very like, I was like, I can't do this. This was like crazy. This is so weird. But now it's not weird at all. Like now it's just like, now if I just go to do it like without any music, I'm like, oh, this is weird now. Because I'm so used to writing to like a beat or a track. So usually what I'll do is we work with a producer, and I will sort of be like, this is the sort of genre or the sound or the vibe, I keep using that word, of the music that I want, and send like a few different tracks. And sometimes they'll laugh at me. They're like, these are all very different, you know? And I'm like, no, but in my mind, there's something similar to it. But yeah, put it together and make a new baby.
Yeah.
And then they'll sort of send me half-written tracks back. And then we kind of, once it's like kind of half done or whatever, then I usually now sit down with my best friend, Matthew, and I'll either already have the concept of a song ready to go, or half of the ideas, and then he's an amazing songwriter, and we'll kind of just flash it all out, and songs ready to go. Yeah.
So fashionista, pop diva, and songwriter.
Yeah.
Future's right for you, girl. Isn't it? That's amazing. Where can people find you? Because obviously they're now completely overwhelmed with your talent. Where can they go and find you?
Where can you find me? I suppose you can find me on all of these social media platforms, which I'm assuming we're sharing here.
Absolutely.
I'm on
They're going to be
Instagram.
running along the bottom of this interview.
Yes, there we go. Instagram, I'm on it a lot, not going to lie, especially stories. You want to keep up with what I'm doing on every bloody day. You might get sick of me. I'm on there a lot. And because I have my Ralphy page, my music Ralphy page, and then I have my dress like Ralphy page because I sell vintage. So I'm always all over that. And then TikTok, I suppose, would be the next one if you just want to really see what I do. I put all sorts of crazy things that's going on in my life on TikTok. Yeah, and that's where you like any updates of shows or music that's coming out. Instagram and TikTok would be the main
What
ones
about ralphymusic.com?
Okay, now that we had a little problem with my ralphymusic.com. So I do need to get the landing page again and link it all up. But
that's to come in the future then.
That's a whole that was a whole messy story, but yeah, she's not up right now, but she will be back, the website. But I would say Instagram or TikTok is the best way. Even when I had my website, everything, I was like, go to my Instagram.
How it rolls now, isn't it, really? To be fair, your Ralphites, you know where to find her. She's all over social media, and you can always just Google Ralphy. You'll find her on Linktree and all of her links there as well. Ralphy, thank you so much for being part of my show.
Thank you so much.
Lovely to meet you. I'm super excited by your future.
Thank you.
Now.
Yes.
So, maybe we'll meet up in the UK or somewhere one day, and we'll even
Oh my God, that'd be so fun.
Maybe we could do a Jason and Kylie tribute.
Oh my God, wouldn't that be? That would take over there in the UK.
That would go viral.
Right.
Jaden from Mexico and Ralphie from LA. That's it.
I love that. I do want to come to Mexico, actually. I've got some people that have been asking me to come to Mexico.
There you are. Now you've got another friend here now, so that's super cool. Well, we will definitely hook up again soon because I want to hear all about your new single. In fact, I think we should do a little Jaden show as soon as it's coming out.
We should definitely do that.
Definitely do that. All right, then, lovely.
Yes.
People at home, go and follow this bloody wonderful lady all over her social media platforms. You can find her music on, I guess, in Spotify and all music.
All those. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Sweet. Go and check her out. Go and like, go and share, go and follow, go and retweet, go and be lovely people and support. That's what
come say hi.
Yeah. Thank you so much, hon. Will you take very good care of yourself, and we'll catch
Thank you so much. Yes.
See you later, darling. Bye-bye.
Bye.
He is bloody wonderful. Thank you, Ralphie, so much for being part of my show. I wish you complete success and world domination. Here's to it, sister. Go and enjoy every second of it. People at home, go and follow her. Go and make that possible. Go and make her as famous as you possibly can. Off to work then. chop, chop. Let's get following, let's get liking, let's get retweeting, let's get subscribing, let's get sharing and commenting. And if you're there and you kind of got a little extra couple of minutes, and you can do that for me too, that'd be super wonderful. Thank you so much for being part of my show today, you lovely people at home. I'm so very excited again to be sharing with you Ralphie, and look forward to having a little chat with her about her up and coming single, maybe in a couple of days' time. Who knows? How cool would that be? In the meantime, take good care of yourselves. I'm not going to leave you without another song. I am going to leave you with a song called Pretend, which is super, super, super cool. Please go and show your support and your love to that girl. And please take care. Please stay beautiful. And I will see you next week on The Jaden Show. Take care, you. Bye-bye.
Not really what is being represented as being. I know. Pretend that your love's pretend that your love's pretend that your love's pretend that your pretend. The only time I want to see your face is missing on a milk carton.